Hey, Feral Audio consumer, did you know Feral Audio's got a new survey?
Hey, I am a Feral Audio consumer even though you're not talking about that, and I didn't know that.
I am talking about that.
Man, we're on a mission to get to know our listeners a little better, and that means you. So basically these surveys, they kind of help us get information about what you like, right?
I guess so. Your participation in these surveys makes a difference for everyone making podcasts at Feral. It's a super easy way to support the shows you love. So we appreciate you helping out. I mean, I'll say I don't. But that's just me. I don't like the idea of. I don't mind the idea of a survey.
Right.
Please feel free to let someone at Feral know that you wish I lost weight. You can seriously in advance go fuck yourself.
I don't think these are the survey questions.
Okay.
No,
I imagine it's more like, who are you? Like what if we find out that there's a bunch of asexual listeners,
Right.
and that they in particular don't have they don't feel like they have their point of view represented. Like, the great thing about podcasting networks is it's very low overhead to create a podcast. So this survey is a great first step to help us build a better Feral Audio that includes if representation is your jam, or if just your interests,
Right. Are you into football? Would you never, for instance, ever buy a football app if it was advertised to you? Is that not helpful to you?
Right. We can tailor make connections between audiences and
Right.
and advertising.
This survey is going to exactly help out those kinds of issues because we don't know you don't like football.
You can find the survey at feralaudio.com/survey. That's feralaudio.com/survey.
You're helping yourselves.
The Feral Audio survey. You'll float too.
Feral Audio.
All right. So for Zach McKeever back there running the sound and making everything sound groovy and sexy. Zach, what I haven't seen you tonight. What flavor hat do you have on tonight?
It's Harry. It's Harry. It's not Zach, so I don't have a hat on.
Oh, it's Harry? Oh, it's here for Harry. Oh,
You got it.
Harry. Forgot your last name. It's not Harry Balls. It's Harry Foster on sound, everybody. Zach can go fuck himself. From beautiful uptown Burbank, in the heat of the night with the whole world on fire around us, as ash rains slowly down on all of our cars and into our hair, Harmontown is in session. Let's bring out our beloved game master, Spencer Crittenden. And the mayor of Harmontown, Mr. Dan Harmon.
Thank you.
What's up, Dan?
It's just in a bad mood. It's just gonna be a bad show.
Aside from being hot and the world becoming a horrible hellfire of crap, what's your problem?
I don't know. I was in a good mood like all week but it was kind of I guess it was a thing because it was there's a hurricane in Texas and there's I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Have you guys heard about Hurricane Texas?
And Bangladesh too, right? Is that the beginning of it? And so then you go okay, well, I have my health, I have my property. There's no alligators in my living room, and it puts you in a kind of a good mood. I was in a good mood, but I think that it's an artificial good mood because it's derived from other people's misery. It's you're that whole thing where you're well, I have my health, and I'm gonna live each day like it's my last. I think that's like taking ecstasy. It crashes because now I'm just miserable, and it was all triggered by me. It was all triggered by me losing my second pair of those fucking AirPods. I lost the first pair, and I made Spencer go find me another pair. I think those things are $200.
I got a pair I haven't used. They're still in the packaging. You want those?
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah. Why do you don't want him or something?
Normally I can see Spencer, but tonight there's a different layout where I can't see Spencer through you.
I assume they know what they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, they know.
Well, you don't want to talk to me?
Spencer, are you farther upstage than normal? And aren't you more downstage normally?
I'm hiding behind Dan.
All right.
You've
been doing that.
ugly.
You've been doing that your whole career, Spencer.
Yeah. Oh, damn. You've been your mom.
I've been my mom?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains so much.
Man.
Can I start off the show with a little interesting thing that I think is interesting? Maybe nobody else does?
Sure.
A guy that I kind of know, who's an actor who hangs out at the world famous drawing room, bar and grill, except for the grill part. We were talking and he goes, hey, you like old movies? I go, yeah. And he goes, I'm friends with some old movie people that we go on a walk every Saturday in Beverly Hills. They're a little older. They're like in their 80s. And he goes, we go on a walk. Do you want to go have a walk? I walked in the park and spoke one-on-one with Anne Margaret today.
What?
Yeah.
I was just watching her in Anthony Hopkins' Magic.
Is that right?
Yeah. I just saw her Cody and I just watched Magic last night with Anthony Hopkins and Anne Margaret.
I started the day walking around with her, and she's adorable, and it was so cute because her glasses were, she had these cool little framed, glasses, but they were on really crooked, and it made it so good. And we were just walking, and there's this group of people that are like old, dancers and show people and comedians, and two people that weren't there that were supposed to be there, but they're going to come another time, are
Lenny and Squiggy.
Charlie Brill and Mitzi McCall, who are a husband and wife comedy team that were the act before the Beatles came out on the first Ed Sullivan Show. And so it's this weird old world, but they didn't come today. I'm going to meet them because I can't wait. But I just at one point am walking through a park in Beverly Hills, Holmby Park, and it's just, and I'm just like, so, Anne, are you from here? Where are you from? I was born in Sweden. And I was like, do you still speak Swedish? And she just started talking in Swedish to me. I'm like, Anne Margaret's talking Swedish? It was the best. We just sat down, and she's the sweetest, nicest person. And we started talking. She's like, what shows do you got? What's funny on TV right now? So I started saying, well, my favorite thing is Toast of London. And someone else in the group goes, "Oh, I love the IT Crowd." I go, I just met Graham Linehan, and then we all just sat there and watched, on phones. We just watched clips of Matt Berry doing Toast of London, and we're all dying laughing.
While Burbank raged on fire around you, and I mean, it's crazy. Texas is underwater, and people. By the way, where were you guys last week? Do you love boxing that much? You drove toward a forest fire to get here tonight. The place is packed. Last week there were 8 people here. It was like, what? I didn't know you guys were such MMA fans. What's up?
We want more shoe jokes.
You want more shoe jokes? Oh, yeah. Is it the sex?
Right.
The previous week, because it was Dan overestimated the number of Nazis, so then you guys didn't show up, and then we unpacked the Schraub box again, and now you're all back. Guess what? I asked him to come back, and he said, "Fuck you." I'm your friend. You know who else doesn't want to come back? Kumail. Why don't you suck his dick some more in the Reddit? Yeah, these people don't like you. I do, kind of. A little bit, if you like me. Counts for nothing. Solicited.
Dan, I said I would give you my AirPods.
Okay. I mean, it's just obviously it wasn't the thing. Cody's got to be on the verge of breaking up with me because I was just I was in a pleasant mood. I was learning about mind mapping software and my iPad, and I was like, I'm going to listen to some tutorials. I don't want to wake up Cody. And I was like, I lost the fucking AirPods again. Literally had them for one day because I lost the last pair. Every time you buy a pair of these things, you just feel like the dumbest shit face in the world because they suck. They're awful, dumb and things. But then I lost the first pair, and I was like, I miss them. I don't want to tangle the cords anymore. I was like, It was like after the first time you fly first class, and then you try to fly coach, and you're like, my knees hurt. And I just and my fingernails are dirty again, and I don't understand why. I went to the dentist, and my teeth are, decaying. There's no big surprise there. They're not that bad actually. My family has very strong enamel, but they're calling out the distance in millimeters between each tooth, and I got a couple 5s in there, which means that there's been some,
5. That's gum trouble, baby.
4 or 5, something, and a couple of them. I gotta get the deep laser cleaning. I gotta, and they're telling me. She pointed to things. She said, like, look, there's been some damage here to some bone material. I'm like, well, I'm 44, but I'm just like, but my fingernails are gonna be there the day they bury me. Why do your teeth fall out and rot? But your fucking dumbass fingernails, what are we gonna fight lions? What is the purpose of these? What is the point of these? They get gross. I was at Comic-Con one year, and I was like sad walking around, and some young lady was like, Dan Harmon, I'm a big fan, and she wanted to take a picture with me, and I took a picture, like got behind her and kind of like had my hands on her shoulders, and then I like saw her Instagram, like, a week later, and it was like me posing with her, and she was like, I met Dan Harmon at Comic-Con, #dirty fingernails. And she was right. That's gross. It's gross. It makes me flash back to math class, my third grade math class with Mrs. Jackson. I've probably talked about her before.
If you're nasty.
She called me up and gave me a brush and said, Daniel, go wash your fingernails for the whole class. And
were you changing somebody's oil? Why were you?
No, I'm Dan Harmon. I've changed the world's oil. I don't change my own oil. I don't bathe. I don't clean myself enough. I'm so sorry. Take me to Golgotha. Oh, the dirty kid. I'll show you all. But then I didn't show anybody. I just keep losing my AirPods. There is no recourse to happiness. I spent 44 years trying to secure a place of power and comfort, and then fucking Nazis. It's just like a joke,
Have you looked for your earpods in your whiskers? They might have just Captain Caveman inside there. You might have like a rake in there, or like some lost keys.
My stomach hurts. I ate at that shithole over. I guess I shouldn't mention it.
Yeah, don't. That unnamed shithole.
I know, but because I know that.
What is the name of
the people are fans of Rick and Morty?
Well, no, they're. I mean, everyone's a fan of Rick and Morty, so that could mean a lot of places and nothing specific.
Yeah, no, I just.
What kind of cuisine was it?
Don't say that.
Wait, it's so specific that we would know what it was.
It was a country that speaks a language that we do.
American?
Well, yes. In a matter of speaking.
Is it a Burbank establishment?
Yeah, it's that British place on Burbank. It's just.
I tried.
It's so gross. There's always like 4 old dudes. Burbank is so fucked up, man. You gotta drink here. The day that Obama was like giving his farewell speech, I was at a bar in Burbank, and these fucking old dudes were like muttering like the N-word into their cocktails. Like, this place is Burbank's fucked up, man. And now it burst into flames. It just fucking couldn't take it. It was like, I can't. I was driving to Burbank and straight into fire, and I was like, same page, club. I get you, Burbank. It's like Burbank's reflecting reality right now. Everyone else is just living a lie. I want to get my friend, the guy whose name is Pizza. I'm gonna get this desert property, and I just need to figure out how to desalinate water, right? Like I need to, and then also I need to bring an ocean to the desert. I just want. Don't you think there's a way to I guess the reason desert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just go out. You don't want to build a fence because then if any scavengers see a fence, then they'll go oh, there must be something on the other side of the fence. So you want to just buy a random spot in the desert,
make it a
and just
phone
keep
booth.
it looking like regular random desert, and then there's a spot where you you point a clicker and it goes, and there's solar panels that no one can see from a distance. They're just sea level solar panels, and you only expose them to charge your big battery underground, and then you go down there and there's like hydroponic soy. Maybe
Yeah.
a couple record albums.
Yeah, and you could
Couple record albums.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
What are your desert, not island record albums?
you know, Genesis, Invisible Touch. Yeah.
What are your deserted isle hydroponic crops?
Soy.
Oh. Fair.
I don't know. Yeah.
Dan, you get to in your desert
Is it
commune. You get 2 records. You chose those.
Genesis, Invisible Touch is one album.
That's one. You get another one. You can choose that later. You get to choose one living person that we don't like that you've never met, and one dead person that you've never
Spencer.
Yay.
met. You've never met Spencer?
Yay.
Oh, you said. Oh,
I
sorry.
said so somebody you've never met that's alive.
Okay.
And then somebody you've never met that's dead to be part of your desert hangout.
Don the Dragon Wilson. He's a kickboxing champion. Just for security.
Yeah.
Although he's probably old now. So, okay, forget that. Sheamus, the WWE wrestler. Is that it? Sheamus?
Colin McGregor?
Oh, is that his real name?
Oh no, that's right. No.
Sheamus is his wrestling name,
Oh, okay.
and he likes Rick and Morty, so he's got a big red beard, and I figure he could probably So,
Annie's mad you didn't pick her. She's walking out.
I've met her.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a
How
guy.
does she always get that seat? Does she get her that early?
You know Annie. She's always fucking conning people. Wait, did she say that?
That was
or did-
her, I think.
Okay. That's not a joke. Other people can. You can't. All right. So well, there was a guy FaceTiming. What is with the? I don't think anyone in this audience has ever done this. What is with the people who FaceTime in public? Just like and crank it up, and there was just a guy sitting at the bar, and there was just this woman. It seemed like I made some assumptions. It just seemed like she was like a mail order bride or something. Like she was like had a really thick accent, and he was just like staring at her, like he and she was just going like, "Okay, I love you," but he wasn't saying anything. He was just like staring at her. It was weird. It was like, I don't know if she was checking in on him or him on her, but it was like one of them thought the other one was like an animal that you just monitor, you know? It was just like, okay, I love you. Don't drink too much. Like, what do you do? Why you share? How boring does your life have to be if you're willing to like have a phone call in public and let everyone see the person you're talking to? That's crazy.
I was sitting at the bar, like at the Delta terminal, like flying out of LAX, and I was, like an idiot. I bring a book to a bar, and I get mad when people are loud and aren't respecting my library time. It's not rational. But there was a girl next to me who was FaceTiming with her sister at top volume, and the sister was coming in through top volume. They were just the happiest sisters in the world. Like, oh no, you did not just talk about that. Oh yes, I did. Oh, if I could talk about it. And I was like, we're both bad people. Like I'm the guy that wants everyone to shut the fuck up. You're the person that wants everyone to never have a book ever.
I just feel like everyone else in the world is always just like, all over their phone, and then every once in a while I'll like pick up as I'm leaving the restaurant, like it's a crying baby, you know, because I'm so concerned with what other people think. Like I'll still like get some dirty look, and someone will go like, "Could you take that outside?" Where do you think I'm going? Why does this only happen to me? Why can't I take those people and put them in the same room as these people that I have to put up with? Why does God hate me? Why does it like? Why am I? I feel like I'm just like you know, the only person that's having a good life is Donald Trump, and like we're almost a year into like living in this shadow of this insane person. You know, it's almost been a fucking year. That means that you could spend a year just not doing anything. Like you could just spend a year going like, I'm going to learn French, or I'm going to make a birdhouse. Like there's no bad way to spend a year. We just spent it fucking like raising an autistic president. I'm so sorry to my autistic fan base. I just mean, I don't mean like he doesn't have the honor of being called autistic. I don't mean he has autistic traits. I just mean like he's like having like an autistic kid, like a 3-year-old. Why is that? Fuck you people. Why don't you eat my fucking shit out of my ass? Like you, what do you?
Because you.
If I got like, whoa, like wait, you just woke up to controversy. I already said autistic and apologized for it and moved on.
Not the accurate physiological part of the autism, just the annoying offensive part of the autistic. That's the kind of autistic he is.
I think
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm saying, like, if you talk to parents that have autistic children, they may love them or hate them, but it's hard to raise them. They acknowledge that. It's a challenge. They're not like, this is a snap. None of them.
I think your mustache and whiskers are doing most of the driving right now. I think it's changed. I think it's liberated a part of you that maybe shouldn't have been liberated or maybe should have been.
Are we really policing each other for offensiveness anymore? There's a rapist in the White House. He's a Nazi. Go talk to him. I'm a saint. Stop yelling at each other about hurting your feelings just because there's a fucking dude that doesn't give a fuck sitting on the throne of King's Landing eating babies that you can't talk to, that you can't wag your finger at, that has no shame. Stop taking it out on each other. It's fucking insane how fucking heightenedly I thought we would relax. I thought the one good thing would be, we elected a rapist Nazi. Looks like political correctness is gonna shift into neutral. No, not at all. No, quite the opposite. Let's all start infighting about pronouns and fucking gender fluidity more than ever. Microaggressions just became nanoaggressions. Hi Jane, how are you? Thank you for coming. Our friend Jane. Always a micro pleasure.
Let's make sure that we recognize that you just compared children with autism to Nazi rapists. You equated them a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe by some like transitive property of math that I don't even understand. Like I got a 30% on my ACTs. Those are the Midwestern equivalent of the SATs. Math, I'm like dumber than normal people in math. Isn't that crazy? Given how smart I am about, in other areas. I just get such a big kick out of that. I'm so stupid sometimes in some ways. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, so can we talk about, I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, well, what's with the new, okay. So, like, you guys ever, like, you take a rideshare service, like, I guess I'm going to expose myself as, like, I've lapsed back into Ubers.
Well, why'd that happen? Did you try Lyft and not like it?
Yeah, I like to charge my phone.
Lyfts, you can charge your phone?
No.
How many Lyfts did you take to prove that?
I don't know, like 4 or 5. There had to be some reason. I don't know.
I think a lot of Lyft drivers have little phone chargers in there.
There was a guy who made me take my foot off his seat, which I thought was so weird because it was a Lyft and not an Uber. It was like a fucking Acura or something, and he was like, "Could you lower your foot from my seat?" And I was like,
"Why was your foot was like you're crossing your leg and it was touching the back?"
I sit on my foot, like kind of sometimes.
Isn't that really uncomfortable?
No, I mean, I think
okay.
it's just I think I'm compensating maybe for like 40 years of a wallet. I don't know. I don't know why it is. So I like to tuck my little footsie underneath one of my butt cheeks sometimes.
And he said, "Get your street pavement foot off of my Acura."
Anyways, I'm sorry. I take Ubers sometimes, but there's this thing where they'll drop you off and then they'll give you a business card and they'll try to like indoctrinate you into their own like private business. Like they're like, "Oh, take my card." So like, if you wanna get a ride from me again, don't use the service that arranges everything. Like, take my business card and like call me on a regular phone and like what do they? How is that going to take off?
I never experienced that.
You don't. It seems like everyone's doing that now. They drop you off and then they go, "By the way, here, take my card." if you want to get picked up, like take my card. Like, why would I do it? There's an app that, and I was like, well, I'm gonna make this guy's day. He dropped me off at the shitty British restaurant here in Burbank, and he was like, hey, remember me? I was that guy that gave you that card. I'm like, oh yeah. Do you have another card? Because this time actually this might work because I'm gonna eat here and then I'm gonna just be driving a couple of blocks over to the Starburns Castle. And he's like, oh, that makes no sense for me. Okay, so it's based on logic? Then don't give me a business card when I've met you through a hologram.
Don't ever give anybody a business card. I've never, ever used one. It's basically just things to go in my trash can.
Yeah.
I don't call them. I've never needed one. I've never wanted one.
They have a whole culture based on them in Japan, you know.
Is that right?
Maybe not still.
The whole culture is based on business cards?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, they have a whole, like you know, that was, like, 90s Japan, at least.
Yeah.
When I was learning Japanese in Marquette University, they were explaining the whole business card.
You studied Japanese at Marquette?
For, like, a semester. Nihongo chotto hanashimasu.
Can anybody verify or do... Oh, yeah? All right, well, there's a lot of white Japanese people here.
I think we got a lot of anime fans in our...
What did you say, just for my own curiosity?
I speak a little Japanese, which is not true. I can only say that.
That's technically true.
Biru o nomimashou ka? Should we drink beer? Remember that one too?
How do you say yes?
Hi.
I thought I knew everything about you. I didn't know that you studied Japanese. What was the end game on that one?
I dropped out of my freshman year of college because I was cutting classes and it was just sad. I remember like there was some exam and I was like a baby, I pretended my mom was sick or something. It's like, you're an adult, like just fucking leave college. Like, what are you trying to like make make excuses?
No, but you chose Japanese because you wanted to learn Japanese, or you were gonna become a translator, or
I think at the time I thought maybe I should learn how to sell my dad's company. Like, at the time, the Japanese were like the Chinese of the time, you know? They were like the big financial thing. All the Time magazine covers were like, you know, had like a geisha woman with a microchip in a suitcase, you know, on the cover, like, the new threat? Land of the rising NASDAQ.
I like Grumpy Dan. I like you when you're a little surly.
I hate society. I hate every single human being. Like, even no matter how cool you think you are right now, I fucking hate you. And I'm sick of hearing. I'm just like the press like vilifying Antifa. Like, I don't have to suck their dicks or anything, but it's like there's a couple of kids out there that are like willing to be bullies back towards Nazis. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't have anybody that was scaring Nazis. And I was like, cut them some slack. They're anarchists, you know.
When I was younger, I had these foreign exchange students, and one of them was his dad was like from Basque Country, and he was. Apparently like a freedom fighter against like Spain or some shit. And the other guy was a Russian, and he was part of an anti-Nazi gang that would beat the shit out of neo-Nazis. And it was when I was a young boy, and I remember I told this to everyone I came across, and everyone thought it was really badass. What changed?
It's just cowardice, man. It's like, okay, I'm sorry, there's an extreme form of being afraid of Nazis. Like, it doesn't mean, it's like, this advocacy for just complacency just fucking pisses me off. It's like you're not going to accomplish, I'm just so sick of it. It's like, because people act like it's based on logic or something, and it's not. It's just fucking, I'm not a hero either, but like, stop dressing up your fucking regular ass yellow belly with like a Spock face, you know? Like, well, it wouldn't really make sense. Nothing fucking makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Nothing. It's fucking. It's not politics. It's not debate. It's fucking like. It's like it's fucking scary. It's like, you know how all 20-year-olds are dumbasses? Don't you want some dumbasses to be not Nazis? Like it's kind of easy to be a Nazi when you're a dumbass. We should thank Christ some people who still want to fucking scrap it up actually have the balls to be like, plus I don't want to be a Nazi. Thank God. Thank you, kids. Like I really appreciate it because I'm fucking old. My back hurts. I can't. If I throw a rock, I'm gonna be in a hospital for a week. People's parents will be suing me. I gotta just sit in my house and take shits and I'm targeting 60 and then I'm just gonna fucking kill myself if I'm not dead. Just
You're going to be one of those people that starts saying, I'm going to kill myself in their 40s, and you're going to end up being 80, and we're all going to say, fucking didn't do it.
Are you encouraging Dan to kill himself?
You're going to be like Dorothy Parker. Oh, yeah, really? 83-year-old Dorothy Parker? You talked a lot of shit back in your 40s about killing yourself.
Well, also, if you're 16 and you're listening, don't take that again. It's like you're having a bad day like I am.
Especially if you're one of those autistic Nazi rapists out there.
No.
Don't kill yourself.
If you're depressed, this too shall pass. It's a serious issue. You know, a lot of kids write me on my Tumblr.
Dan's depression is mostly ear pod based.
Like, if anything, kids, if you're depressed right now, like just think about it this way. Like, I'm confirming for you at 44 that like there are bouts of feelings, and I know you don't want to be talked out of how you feel, but I'm just saying, like, this too shall pass. Like, it's like your moods do control. They're like very real. Your feelings are real. They're just not reflective of reality. You know what I mean? Like, your feelings should be very respected and taken seriously, but then you don't have to like. You can acknowledge that you feel really, really sad, and that could be the most important thing going on in your life. You don't have to then connect that to reality by saying, like, therefore I'm going to do this or that, which, do as I say, not as I do. All right. But, if you're young, I'm saying, you just stick it out. I promise. It's going to be great. Fucking, that's it's not going to be great. That's not the reason to not kill yourself. Life is a fucking shit sandwich. It's not going to end up delicious, but just like eat it. And, because I'm telling you.
No, I'm going to kill myself. You fucking.
Just I'm telling you what, I'll be in a better mood again next week, and then we'll have fun together eating the shit sandwich. Like the fire will have moved down here. We'll roast some marshmallows.
Do you want to go?
Our friends from Texas will now be refugees. That'll be an ironic twist.
Dan, would it cheer you up if maybe you could go have a walk in the park with Anne Margaret at some point?
Sure, yeah, I can. Yeah, I mean, boy, that Magic movie. Magic. The movie's called Magic. It's Anthony Hopkins is a magician, and he becomes a ventriloquist, and he's a wonderful ventriloquist. But he's crazy, or the doll's real. And then like the movie's all over, and Cody goes like, "Wait, I don't understand. Aren't ventriloquist comedians? They're not magicians." I'm like, yeah, that's what there's something off about this movie the whole time. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Why was he a magician? And then he like picked up a dummy and was like, I'll try this magic trick. That's not the category that ventriloquist. It's a comedy act. People were that movie's weird, man. It is worth watching though. Like Anthony.
Have
Hopkins.
you seen Viva Las Vegas?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that movie with Elvis. That movie's pretty insane because there's a big car race at the end, and then people die. There's a big car wreck, but it's this open, like old school hot rod, like race cars where there's no cockpit. You're just a dude with a helmet sticking out the top. And when you flip over, your head comes off, and it's pretty bad. A lot of people seem to crash and burn and die. And then it cuts straight to Elvis and Anne Margaret just, hey, Viva Las Vegas. The end. Credits. That's it. There's no requiem for all the fucking people that just got murdered. And they don't waste a moment of sadness before they start dancing. And
that would be amazing if like they started dancing and instead of going to the credits, it just like slowed down and faded to like grayscale and then said like it had a dates and stuff. All the drivers.
Yeah. That guy Dale Earnhardt, and there was Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Senior.
And then the way Senior passed away is they were in the same race, and he was like boxing out his son. His son was in the lead or like in second place, and his dad was behind him, and he was like boxing out competitors. It's like protecting his son, giving his son some space to and then he fucking flipped out and got killed. And then his son didn't win. But he had an excuse. Like, if anybody was like, you didn't win, he's like, my dad died. Yeah, so you could
Dale
win.
Jr. was in the race when his father died?
I thought, yeah.
I don't think so.
That's what Mike Waldron told me. Take it up with him.
No.
Who told you that?
Mike Waldron from Atlanta.
I thought you said my brother, and I was like, what?
No,
I think it's just Dale Sr. went into a wall and he broke his neck, and that was that. I don't think Jr. was in the race.
Well, I don't think he was. Well, okay. Well, I don't want to fucking argue.
Is Waldron here?
I mean, does any of our Japanese people know about NASCAR as well? Huh? He was in the race. Holy shit! That's fucked up.
The way you emphasized "was" made it seem like you were bursting at the seams to say, but everything else Dan's saying is bullshit. Like, he was in the race.
He's backing you up, man.
I'm not sure he is. It's kind of a half backup. It's like a Dale Earnhardt senior backup.
We got to get this mustache off of your face, man.
I know. We got to get rid of this. I've been thinking that this whole time. It's the mustache.
The mustache, yeah. The mustache is fucking. Here's the thing. I just found out I can't get rid of it. I got to grow my beard around it. Because they might need me to come back any minute. I'm like a fireman. I'm like on hold.
Oh boy!
I got to grow my beard around it. How's that going to work? Isn't the mustache going to always be ahead of the beard?
Now
I'm going to look like a schnauzer. Or a terrier. Or I don't know which dog I'm thinking of.
Like a Scottish terrier.
Like a Scottish terrier.
You're kind of a Scotty.
I'm going to look like a Scottish terrier.
Now, can you bark like a Scottish dog? How would a Scottish dog bark? Like bark with a Scottish accent. I knew you could do it.
Hi, I'm Jeff B. Davis from Harmontown, sitting here with Spencer Crittenden.
Hey guys, we're here to talk to you about Rhetoric Coffee.
Are you guys coffee drinkers? Are you junkies? Do you get up in the morning and you're just no good until you have that cup of coffee? Or do you just like to sweat a lot and get the shits?
Yeah, no, that second one is definitely me. I like to sweat a lot and get the shits. Does that apply to this ad at all?
Strangely, yes. We're talking about Rhetoric Coffee. Rhetoric Coffee doesn't just give you unwanted diarrhea. It's the best subscription service coffee you'll ever taste in your life.
Rhetoric commissions original art directly from comic book artists and then hand screen prints them on each bag. Each one you receive has a special life and is a unique organic work of art. We got this bag right here.
They gave us bags of coffee. I'm like... This is me crinkling a bag of Rhetoric coffee.
Look, I'm opening it right now.
Oh my God! It smells like heaven. It smells like being like a angsty teen. Spencer is actually eating full coffee beans right now.
Those are good.
Dear God,
Those are great.
Oh, somebody call the police. Not only are they fun to chew on, you could probably make coffee out of them, and you get to feel good about drinking that coffee because it's what I call ethical coffee. Rhetoric goes above and beyond fair trade, not just for their coffee, but in how they pay the artists that put the art on the bag with the coffee in it that Spencer is now currently chewing.
Oh, yeah. Everyone wins.
You're a fucking monster.
Their relationship with their artists allows the artists to continue making prints of their original work while allowing them full use for Rhetoric's projects. Everyone wins.
Everybody wins.
Everyone wins.
Each roast is completely unique. You won't taste these complex flavors anywhere else. Their commitment to quality is top-notch. They are drinking what they are selling. They're getting high on their own supply.
You know, they say not to do that, but it's also, I guess, a mark of quality in some senses.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go to a drug dealer that doesn't get high on his own supply. That makes me feel like he doesn't believe in the product.
It might not be good business sense, but it's definitely, a good product.
Yeah. Go to rhetoriccoffee.com and sign up now and use the promo code FERAL, F-E-R-A-L, for a 30% off discount. Go to FERAL, F-E-R-A-L, for 30% off your first roast. You never forget your first roast, Spencer.
I never will.
The first roast is the deepest.
That's RHETORIC coffee.com. Sign up and use the promo code FERAL for 30% off your first roast.
Coffee so good, you can chew it. Did you just get a bunch of wild Chick Spencer queuing just to have?
Can I take a
This
little...
room's attempt to put me in a good mood is pathetic. Everything you've tried is like.
Can I put myself in a
sucks.
good mood? Because, well, yeah, I was in a kind of a shit mood, too. I was being grouchy today as well. But I want to talk about your shirt just for a moment. Because Dan's shirt has a picture of Dorothy Zbornak and Blanche, what's her last name? Devereaux. No, not Dubois. That's a different thing.
I almost said Dubois too, though. It's kind of
From Golden Girls. And it says, Dorothy in the streets. Blanche in the sheets. Now, I think we know where we're coming from, but how are you going to fucking be a tough guy in a bad mood with that shirt on?
These are what kids are wearing. I was in a store on Vermont when I was in a good mood, when I was like, hey, I don't have cancer.
Kids
and
that are fans of the Golden Girls?
Yeah, there's like you go into one of those like stores for kids with all the shirts with the sexy kids wear, and there's like a million, not like Gap kids.
What are your...
You got one of those places where the sexy kids hang out, like Toys R Us kids or
The library.
no, I mean like
playgrounds?
I mean legally voting age sexy kids. They're like with the shirts are hanging everywhere, and there's a lot of Golden Girls shirts. I like to think that it's like a fad with a reason, because it's like people maybe because I watched a couple episodes of Golden Girls, and we all know our friend Mitch Hurwitz wrote on that show. That was one of his first jobs, and that writing staff was like that was like the Dana Carvey show of its time. Like everybody that wrote on the Golden Girls like went on to be a comedy pioneer. I think I can't remember any other names, so I guess they didn't pioneer shit. But Tom Whedon is Joss Whedon's dad. He worked on Golden Girls.
Yeah, he's one of the staff writers.
All right.
Shit.
Bring the Whedons into it. Why don't you? That's not. There's no highway cones there that I can fuck up.
You hear about what happened to that guy?
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about it at length?
Wait. Who's it? Wait. Is it Cody's texting me. It might be. Oh, Matt Weiner. Worked on Golden Girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, okay, I lost my place. All right. So
Thanks, Cody.
All right. Wait. So what was I just talking about?
Golden Girls.
No, that was
Sexy kids.
You were talking about... you were talking about your love of sexy children.
All right. Well, have you heard this thing where you're supposed to sneeze into your arm? Like, didn't Obama put PSAs?
You're supposed to dab, destroy all bacteria. I don't know why that got an applause, and I'm ashamed of this planet.
Please tell me you made that up, Spencer.
No,
Okay.
I saw it on a school sign.
Dabbing can take a flying fuck, right? I mean,
Yeah,
what
it's
is
dumb.
that? I know it's I know you're trolling me by I'm supposed to go, what's with this dabbing? But
Right.
fuck you and then fuck you. Like I will say what's with this dabbing, and I'm still smarter than you.
Then you got that marijuana dab, and Spencer, what's a marijuana dab all about?
That's when you take like a lump of hash oil and you vaporize it and take a hit off of that. Yeah.
Got some fans of that in the audience. So
Also, sand dabs are a kind of Pacific Ocean fish.
Yeah, those
Right.
are gross.
Yeah.
What are those things called? Those,
Sand dab.
those fucking those chunky flavorless things that you get at a seafood. What are those things called? Not tofu.
Wait, start again.
They're like
Scallops?
Scallops. Fuck scallops.
You don't like scallops?
Whoa.
Scallops are
Whoa,
nature's
Dan,
chicken
Dan,
nuggets.
Dan,
They're so good.
Scallops. Fuck scallops. You know what?
what's your beef with scallops?
And fuck senior citizens. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. You got me back.
I tried sneezing into my arm fold today.
What
Like,
happened?
okay, I get it. I understand the general concept is that now my hands don't have sneeze on them.
Yeah.
But guess what does? The entire restaurant. Like, if I go like that, what do you do? I put my face in my arm and sneezed, and the sneeze just went everywhere.
Yeah, it's hard to get your...
It's stupid. I hate it. I hate
Don't
everyone.
sneeze. Just stifle it and make it go inside of your head like I do. The bonus is you might get an aneurysm.
Can we talk about Angry Birds ripoffs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Hit the theme song.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds ripoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you want some music for this?
Yeah,
Oh, we
this
did.
is a...
You get some birds.
There was a game called Angry Birds, and then there were 5 games called Angry Birds, and there's also 20 games that try to trick you into thinking they're Angry Birds games.
Well, let's try that theme song again, but now sing the whole thing. Shit.
We did it.
No, that's not the right one. Fuck
That's
it.
Angry Birds was a game where you fling a bird into some blocks and knock them over. All right. So there's like 90...
How real quick, how would a different Scottish dog bark? There's 2 Scottish dogs, and one goes roof. What is this other Scottish?
Stop trying to cheer me up.
Dan, you don't pretend to be grumpy when you're that delightful.
Society's a lie.
You're being delightful.
The anarchists were right the whole time. Like, fucking, I'm gonna get an Antifa tattoo and then ask them what they are. Just like people do with like Pickle Rick and stuff. I'm just gonna get a tattoo of Antifa and then take it to a convention and go, look. I have no problem if you have a tattoo. I have no problems with people that get tattoos of stuff. I used when I was in my 20s. I would be like, "Oh, what are you doing that for?" I explained that last week. I've come around on you kids. You're great. You should fucking attach a third arm to your chest. Like, it's fucking world's ending, man. Just don't hurt anybody else or yourself.
Like, make sure that was a consensual arm that you got. That arm.
Yeah, get it from like a store or something. Don't get it from like your parents. I mean, get 2 from your parents if you can. That's privilege. Get a third one from maybe I don't know, some kind of stem cell. So there's this game. So there's Angry Birds. There's Angry Birds 2. There's Star Wars Angry Birds. There's Star Wars Angry Birds 2. There's Angry Birds Match 3s. There's Angry Birds Transformers. These are all Angry Birds. Hey, you made a game. It's very successful. Keep making build your empire. I have no beef with capitalism. But this guy, I can't pronounce his name. Chala, if you go to the App Store and type in Angry Birds and start scrolling down, you will soon come to a sea of con artistry from someone named Chala Pop Kajan Kakachitiki.
That better be right.
His games include Bomber Birds, Angryland, Hockey Birds, The Angry Sports Tournament, Racing Birds, Real Road Car Angry Driver. These are all the same guy.
Are they good games?
I'm not going to download them. There's one. I looked at the reviews of the last. When I get to the last one, I'll read one review. Ninja Birds, The Angry Dungeon. You're not fooling anybody. Jewel Birds, Angry Blast Dungeon. Warrior Birds, The Destroy Angry Soldiers. Dan, are you reading these wrong? No, it's just Fisher Birds, Feeding in Angry Aquatic. Birds and Blocks 2. That's not him. That's this is just a person doing an Angry Bird. It's just Birds and Blocks 2, and they're not angry. They're like regular birds. They're like placid, but they're shaped exactly like angry birds. They're just not angry. It's called Birds and Blocks 2. Magic Birds, Marvelous Angry Territory Pop. And of course, the best of them all, the one with a title that doesn't even fit in the App Store. There's nowhere you can get the full title. Even if you click on it, it doesn't expand enough for you to ever see the end of the title. Angry Ninja Paratrooper Pilot versus Birds Free Game, Zero Injustice 2.
These are all
pre-programmed games that you could potentially buy?
Yeah, and this guy did. There's one review of that one, and it says, and the guy says, headline of the review is "They tried," and his review is, I downloaded this app as a joke, and 3 stars.
That's not bad.
I just think, I mean, that guy should be ashamed of himself, right?
Chalet Pop?
Yeah, Chalet Pop.
Chalet
Yeah.
Pop, Manchichi.
It's
What
a
was his
great name. It's like Montachai Tiki.
There's one fly in this fucking...
I know, this episode is like, it's the fly
Yeah.
of Breaking Bad. But
FaceTime
us.
in public. Why do I care? What do you... Okay, so what do you guys... Where do you guys stand in this? Okay, so like, if you're on a freeway and you're in a car, as I hope you are, or you're Martin Lawrence, if someone is pulling up next to you, if someone is, if there's a person, there's a stranger in another car, I think you can visualize this. So there are some people that you're like, you'll pick your nose freely because and your justification for it is logical, which is that you're never going to see that person again.
Right. Fuck them.
But I want to be one of those people that's like, well, I don't care. I'm never going to see that person again. I'm going to pick my nose. But I only punish the people that are my friends. Like I'm only like gross in front of them, and like it doesn't really make any sense. Like it's like I care so much what strangers think of me, and it's like another reason to just hate myself. It's fucking stupid. Why do we care what strangers think, but we don't? When people become friends with us, then we're like, oh, fuck this guy. Like, I'll fart. We should be like, thank you so much for being my friend. I'm gonna go in the other room and pick my nose now, and then in front of a stranger. And if the person's like, hey, you're picking your nose in front of me, you'd be like, yeah, well, make friends with me, you dickbag. Maybe I'll treat you with some respect. Give me a chance. Stranger.
There's a story, I'll get it all wrong, but it was like James Cagney and Humphrey Bogart were both up for the same role, and there was some kind of studio dispute on it, and they was having some kind of rivalry about who was the biggest star, and I don't want to take that guy's role if he already passed on it because it lowers my fucking status or whatever the fuck. But apparently Humphrey Bogart saw James Cagney like driving down the street in Hollywood picking his nose in the back of his limousine, and it's either Cagney sent the poem to Bogart or vice versa. I think Bogart wrote a poem and sent it to Cagney about how famous people shouldn't pick their noses, and like he fucking nose pick shamed him in a poem and sent it to him.
Like roses are red, violets are blue.
Well, like,
you
people
picked your nose and I saw you.
Like famous people.
You dirty rat.
Famous people and like driving in famous places shouldn't go around picking their famous faces, like something like that. Like he's like I saw you picking your nose, motherfucker. Something like that. Look it up. TCM. Fridays.
Fucking fly is gonna get it.
It's just on your face.
Remember that fly that landed on the guy's face in Indiana Jones, and he just crawled in his mouth and he ate it? They had to dribble an invisible trail of fly food up his chin to get that shot. It took 3 days, 400 takes, and 7,000 flies.
How good is your fucking prop department when they know where to get invisible fly food?
Yeah.
They got everything.
So, anyways, I was in another car with an unnamed rideshare service.
Top 5 Dan Harmon car stories.
And the guy said, what do you want to listen to? I said, whatever you want to listen to. And he's like, okay. And he cranks this dating tips for Christian men show, which I didn't even know existed. It doesn't even make any sense to me. It was just, and it was like this white guy like on the radio going like talking to another guy and just being like, yeah, you gotta. Here's the thing, man. Like believe me, women are hungry for good men. Like they're ask any woman. I can't tell you how many times, bro, that I've heard a woman say, "Where are all the good men?" Well, guess what? You put your faith in Jesus Christ, you're gonna be a good man, and it's your market, bro. It's like, you need a real man as a mentor. And Jesus Christ was a real man. It was so weird. It was such a weird mix of red pill and Christianity. He didn't say like Jesus smashed puss, but it's like that's what he was implying. Like Jesus will help you smash puss.
He said be a fisher of puss.
He said I hashtagged when I Instagrammed about it. I said, follow me and I will make you crushers of puss. But I was like, I felt like it was like a game of chicken. I couldn't tell if he was really Christian or if he was trying to be like, don't be lazy when I ask you what you want to hear. And so I was like, I'm gonna fucking be Christian now and crush Christian puss. Like I'm gonna just be like, this is great, just to punish him. Like let's see how long he can sweat it out. So we just both and the guy kept talking about
a game of radio chicken. Yeah. How long's your ride? Yeah, listen to this for 10 minutes, you piece of shit.
The guy said you got to work on your inner game.
That's true.
Well, don't we all?
Yeah.
You would think at least a Christian guy would be like, what can we drop the game part? Like, it's not a game. If you figured out you're Christian, but it's still, you got to play those ladies, man. You got to fucking trick them into fucking you. Still, you've accepted the Lord Christ into your heart, like answered the door on which He knocks, and you've heard the good news, and you're like washed in the Lamb of the Savior's blood, but you just still fuck women, like just fuck them.
That's Satan. That fly is actually the devil. That fly is on your ass.
I would serve that fly right if I let it land and take a big drink of my fucking pores. You can watch that thing fall down and just crawl away. God damn it.
Wait, it kind of took a dive.
I'm gonna let it land right on my face. I'm not gonna freak out if it lands on my face.
Right. It's on your shirt. It's almost blank on the sheets. It's right in your tum-tum. It's right in your tummy. It's going on your dick. It's on your dick.
Oh no.
On your dick. On your dick.
Oh no.
Fly on your dick. Please tell me you got it.
It's on his leg now.
Oh my God! The fly was on your
It's
dick.
on the floor.
One fly. Sneezing into your arm is bullshit. Burbank's on fire. Can't live in the desert because there's no water. Angry Birds ripoffs. FaceTiming in public. Perception of strangers. Private chauffeur business cards. One guy, the Christian dating guy, when he dropped me off, he gave me a business card. And he said, I do everything from limo rides to private jets. Private jet. Eating chips for Christian men. I quit Twitter for a while. And I'm feeling good about that. But the mustache obviously has got me it's like I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me.
Wait, you say the mustache brought you back into Twitter?
No, I mean the mustache is making me as angry as I was when I was on Twitter, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me.
Maybe mustaches is what people did before Twitter.
Yeah.
I think he flew private jets?
Yeah, it's like
overqualified. Why is he driving you around?
Yeah, and his car didn't even have a charging port.
Spencer, sounds to me like
that's like an airplane.
Spencer, sounds to me like you got to work on your inner game, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm always working on my inner game. It turns out that we're all light.
Well, that's a throwback.
And if you're dirty inside, then it looks, bad. It's like dirty light.
Jesus, why was there only one pair of footprints there? That's when I was wingmanning you.
But shouldn't there have been a woman there with me? Shouldn't there have been three pairs or at least two pairs of footprints there?
I was carrying her.
Whoa! Not cool, man.
I was flying and carrying her. I'm the best wingman ever.
Why don't you? Sounds like you're
an abductor, an alien abductor. This fucking fly. I can't tell the difference between flies and sweat drips. So for all I know, there's just flies all over me. There he is. There's the little fucker.
This is the show.
Eat this fucker.
I have Godfather 2 questions.
Lay them on me.
People act like this is the best movie ever. I Okay, so all right, so remember Godfather 2? You get a little backstory. Robert De Niro plays the Godfather in his youth, and you get to see him go from a regular father to a Godfather. And the way he does it is, see, this is why you're not Godfathers, because here's what Vito Corleone does. I'm gonna get you. You gotta go in from back. Oh, flip it.
You got to work on your fly game. For $5 a month, you can watch Dan be tormented by a fly.
Yeah, that's this episode.
Isn't there a room full of juju beads over there? Is it juju bees or juju?
I'm getting no love from this fly. It's on you.
That's a good point. If we pour soda on the ground, maybe it'll distract him. Everybody pour soda on the ground.
Or just take a shit. I should just poop. Isn't it? That's kind of, I mean, I'm sure a lot of stand-ups talk about this, but, you're walking by a pile of shit and the flies are on it, and then you get too close to the shit and the flies are like, whoa! Like, they fly away. Like,
they're embarrassed?
Well, no, they're like, look out! Someone's coming to nothing, man. You're fine. Keep eating shit. I was not going to do anything to you.
They're like, oh man, I like shit, but I don't ever want to know it.
No.
These are humans. They have newspapers and internet and shit. They're going to be telling everybody I'm a shit lover.
So Vito Corleone, the Godfather, he's just a regular guy. He's emigrated to America from Italy, where he was persecuted as a child, and he's grown up he's in Italy, and he's an adult now, and then it's there's this guy, and he's like the mafia king of the neighborhood, and he's like, no, everybody give me some of let me wet my beak, and then Vito Corleone's like, what's with that guy? And then his friends are like, dude, you don't fuck with that guy. That guy he owns everything. This is his neighborhood. You can't fuck with that guy. It's crazy. He's got he's the in charge of there's a guy above him that's he's the black hand. He's the mafia. You can't fuck with that guy. And Vito Corleone is like, wow. That's tough. I wish there was some way to do this. It's like you got to give this guy all your money, and it's not. So then he just shoots him, and then it's just that's it. That he just takes over. I don't think that's. I mean, what? There's no. What? You just shoot the guy? No one thought of that. That's what it takes to be a Godfather. It must be nice, It's like rap in the 80s. You could just fucking ha 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 ha. You'd be a mafia guy by just killing one guy every 30 years.
Yeah, but then you got to be good at not being killed. You got to be the guy that doesn't get killed that easy.
Yeah, why didn't the first guy think of that though? This guy lived alone in an apartment, and he just walked up the stairs, and he's like, Robert De Niro, what are you doing here? And he's like shooting you, and then the guy's like, I can't believe this happened. All I did was take all of everybody's money, and this is kind of silly.
In the Godfather movies, every time you see an orange, someone's about to die. Have you noticed that? There's a thing about oranges.
Yeah.
Anyone know why that is? Is that just arbitrary, weird ass?
I hear it's the new black.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking thumb. He's right on my thumb.
That's on par with this.
I miss
episode.
Schraub so much.
Yeah.
Do you think? Did you get it?
I don't think so.
If you kill this fly, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
That's the thing.
Well, if I put my phone down, which I think I can now, I got everything.
Maybe this fly is entertainment's way of saying put your phone down and be in the moment.
That would be weird.
This is like the opening act of Remo Williams. The adventure continues. See, the fly's not going to come now. The fly's like, this guy's activated. This guy looks like a stone cold fly killer. I can land on anybody holding a drink and an iPhone.
So, what? Yeah, here's one last thing that I'm just I'm ready. I just and then I won't be in a bad mood anymore because I just want to get this all out. Fucking medical forms, when you go to a new doctor or a new dentist or anything, like, how lazy are these people? Like they give you like 90 pieces of paper, and they all like ask the same questions over and over again. Like, you gotta write your social security. Why do they get your social security number? Isn't that an important number? Isn't that supposed to be something that if someone else has it, they can like steal your life and like send you to prison in Istanbul or something? Like it's like everybody, like, so if anybody just breaks into one shitty dentist office, they can have everybody's social security number because they just found that to be a convenient way to sort people's files. You can't ask. And then everything's just like, oh, give me your name and your address and your date of birth like 500 times on the same form, and you just like fucking look up. It's the same form. The forms are all sloppy and shitty. Like, they're all misspelled. Like, you can't tell what you're supposed to write where. It's fucking lazy, man. Lazy shit. We have better technology than that, and they can just get away with it because they're like, oh, your tooth hurts? Like, fill out 900 things, and then you just got to fill it all out, or you can't go get your tooth fixed. And you're just like, God damn, dude. I wrote my birth date like 500 times. You don't know when I was born yet? You know? Fuck you. Fucking assholes. And then they get this like, this is shit.
Uh-oh. Here comes this fly. The fly's going to come right back, I know.
Devotees of my Instagram already know this, but listen to this shit on this form. This is the form I have to fill out to get my teeth cleaned. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest rating, how important is your dental health to you? What the fuck? So if I put 1, are they going to be like, all right, we'll leave? Or are they going to be like, thank you for being on it? Wait, what? If you put 5, why do they care? Clean my teeth. Clean it with all you got. No matter what I say. I don't care how important what is your fluoride hose hooked up to my desires to have clean teeth? Was it powered by my fucking ambition? Like the spirit of dental hygiene? What am I, a Care Bear? With a tooth on his belly? Like, you need my fucking tooth faith to fucking run the thing? What if I have leukemia? Like, guess what? My teeth aren't that important. Still need them clean. I have leukemia. Want to be able to eat a fucking hoagie. Fix my teeth. But one, really? I'd like white blood cells more than anything. Is that gonna be okay? Marsha? DDS? Whatever the fuck that stands for.
What would a Scottish cat sound like? How would that?
Me. All right. Well, you had to keep pushing. Where would you rate your current dental health? Again, what the fuck? Why are you asking me? You're a dentist. 5? I don't know. I came to a dentist. What? Oh, 10. 10. Like, yeah. So, like, so I can eat shit when I go in there.
You got to go to my dentist. They're the coolest, man. A bunch of Scandinavian ladies who are just cool as shit.
And then the third question: where do you want your dental health to be? Oh, give me an 8. I don't want to get greedy. So fucking dumb. These doctors.
That is dumb.
Chiropractor does the same thing. It's like he had me fill out a thing, or it's like, how important is you having a good back and all this shit. Like, what are you trying to catch me in a because so that when I say I didn't do my back exercises, you can be like, well, you're not going to get to a 10 that way, and you did say you wanted that. Like, just fix my back.
I learned to not be honest on those things now, because one time on a TV show a long time ago, I was honest about whether or not I'd ever tried drugs, and I said yes. And then a team of lawyers came from the studio. A major studio came, and I had to fucking deal with a big-ass law, like, kerfuffle, and fill out a bunch of shit. And I was like, do you think, like, look at the rest of this cast. They're all from Chicago from the 80s. If you don't think they all didn't eat their weight in coke every afternoon, you're out of your fucking minds. I was the only guy. I talked to some of these older actors like, oh, no, you never say yes on that shit. I was like, oh, terrific.
Fucking doctors.
Fucking people.
You know, I gotta go back in for another endoscopy. They upsold me on another one, even though they're like, look, this is fine. I went because I was like, I've been taking Prilosec every day for my heartburn. That can't be good. I just heard it's linked to Alzheimer's. And I went into the thing, and the guy's like, well, here's the thing. Or I told you that I went to my doctor. I said, hey man, I've been taking Prilosec for a really long time, and I see on the box it says you're not supposed to take it that much. And I heard this study. It says it's linked to Alzheimer's and stuff. And he's like, well, what happened? Didn't I refer you to that one guy? I'm like, yeah, remember you guys like started obsessing about my lymph nodes and gave me a biopsy and told me I had sarcoidosis. And then I was like, so what's with my heartburn? And you were like, oh, no. So I'm like, well, okay, so for real, it's been, okay, like now what about my heartburn? And my doctor goes, hey, listen, so go back to that guy. But listen, this time when you talk to him, just stay on the heartburn topic, you know, like don't get distracted. I'm like, me? It made me so mad. It's like victim blaming, you know? Like, I got it bad.
Your life's a nightmare.
Hashtag heartburn culture. It's just like he blamed me. Like he implied that, like, oh, you know, it's just like he's basically saying, like, oh, Dan, you know how you could have babble when you go to the doctor, so maybe it's your fault that we. I went off on some weird fucking expensive tangent with MRIs, like making sure you don't have lymphatic cancer instead of like telling you about your heartburn. Remember that sound I make? I'm doing it right
gone?
now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes back, but it was like that was the thing at the end of it all. I'm like, so what? So is that what made that sound? The sarcoidosis? And they're like, I don't know what makes that sound. Fucking jerks. It's like a Louis bit.
So Dan.
What?
You're not being very Dorothy in the streets about this. You got to be a little bit more Dorothy in the streets.
I just hate everyone. I feel like I wasted my life trying to impress people, and like all you guys ever did was beat me up and then and make fun of me, and then I made up enough money to make that stop happening, and now you got Nazis, and I'm like,
you
hey,
can't blame yourself for that.
Hey, that's crazy. There's Nazis. We should do something about that. And then you people are like, you know, communists kill more people than Nazis. You fucking 20-year-old dickhead, stupid fucking moron. Everyone's so fucking stupid. It's the average IQ is 100. Like, so why did I ever get tricked into caring about dumb people? Like, I don't care. I'm not a naturally caring person. I just want to make little music videos. I know. You know, I'm gonna get like foot cancer or something. Like it's like any day now. I'm gonna get like, it's like I got my health right now, and I should be happy, and I got everything that everybody wants, and I'm just like pissing around my house, like yelling at my dog for eating my underwear. I'm like a big scowl on my face. There's a dude chasing an alligator out of his living room in Texas. He's probably laughing about it. Like he's having a better life than me. I've been fucking had. I've been had. I've been had by God. I've been had by society. I've been had by morons. I just want to watch Forensic Files.
The exits are 2 to the front, 2 to the side.
I'm glad Burbank's on fire. Deserve it. Hope all your Burbank crops burn.
Was there one event like today or yesterday, like one little small?
Lost my AirPods. It was what that set me off.
That was a tipping point.
That's when. And then I had a candle in my hand, looking for my AirPods, and I threw it out the window in Burbank.
Fucking knew it. Yeah,
you don't think? Oh.
Your power went out too. It's fucking freaky, right?
Power went out?
The power went out at your crib, right?
I don't think so.
I think Dan's...
Oh, Jesus Christ, lady.
Okay. There's a way to yell that and a way to not terrify everybody.
Speaking of which, I think that when we point out it's 9/11, we should do it like it's the start of a musical, like it's 9/11, like that.
Well, we shouldn't do it like that.
Because that legitimately scared me.
We thought it was.
No, I thought we got
9/11 was happening.
I thought we got ISIS.
I want to circle back and admire their enthusiasm. You know, wherever it came from, that's a good thing. That's what this country needs more of.
I got a flight coming up on 9/11, and I keep getting these reminders. Hey, remember,
Why would you do that?
Because I got a show on the 12th.
Well, show up on the 12th.
No, but it's in Ontario, Canada. I can't fly day of. I got to fly on 9/11 like a terrorist. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt Dan's drunken ramblings. I'm Jeff Davis from Harmontown, here to talk about Warby Parker glasses. Do you need glasses? Do you wear glasses? Is your eyesight all fucked from playing Bubble Witch or whatever the stupid game you play? My eyes are just dying from these stupid games. You stare at it and then you try to look up and you can't see shit. I'm 43 and my eyes are dying because of Bubble Witch. God damn it. Warby Parker has glasses that are really cool. They're kind of vintagey, retro-y kind of stuff, and they look great, and they're cheap as shit. They're less expensive than glasses generally are, which is dumb because people need them. Or maybe you don't need glasses and you just want to look professorial and kind of groovy. Warby Parker makes it very easy to order glasses. They have a free home try-on program where you order 5 pairs of glasses, you try them on for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy them. It ships for free, and you can ship them back for free. You go to warbyparker.com/Harmon to order your free home try-ons today. The glasses start at $95, which is cheap. That includes prescription lenses, anti-glare and anti-scratch coatings, and every pair you buy, another pair is distributed to someone in need. I'm hoping that it's refugees. I mean, because Syrians, holy shit, they need glasses. I did it. I ordered them. They come so easy. Boom. There's a box. There's a bunch of glasses in there. You pick the ones you like. You look in the mirror and you go, these suck, these rule. You pick the ones that you like. Also, if you don't have any personal awareness or any sense of identity, after you get your glasses from warbyparker.com/Harmon, you can also go to the Warby Parker app from the iTunes App Store, which allows you to quickly take photos wearing all the frames, stitch it into a video, and share it with friends and family to help you pick a winner. Because you don't know what you like. You need other people's opinions because you're a spineless ooze. warbyparker.com/Harmon. They're glasses. They're cheap. They're awesome. Fuck you. Back to Harmon.
If you're listening to this, there's a 95% chance you're wearing underwear.
Most of us do.
There's only a 5% chance that I'm wearing underwear.
Hi, I'm Dan Harmon, Jeff Davis, and Spencer Crittenden.
You're all three of us?
Yes.
Are you like a transformer? Are you a Voltron?
I'm like a pair of underwear. I hold the 3 parts of us together.
Which are?
The balls, Jeff, the dick, Spencer, and me, the fountain of wisdom.
The butthole.
The jizz.
Hi, if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably also wearing underwear. And at Harmontown, we take underwear very seriously.
Almost too seriously.
Yeah, no. I would argue that we're too serious about our underwear.
I would counter-argue that you can't get serious enough about it. For 60,000 years, humankind has been protecting its nethers from the elements. However, only recently have we decided that we deserve that cushioning to be proper. However, only recently have we taken any degree of pride or engineering in the material comprising that buffer.
Yeah, but for like hundreds or thousands of years, there was only one shoe. You know, like there was no right or left shoe.
That's crazy.
It just goes to show you how much we'll put up with until some genius comes up with something like MeUndies.
And like a bunch of weirdos, we've just been wearing the same boring cotton underwear and not really knowing that there was greener pastures out there.
You know the scene in Malcolm X, the Denzel Washington movie, where Farrakhan takes the 2 glasses of water, he puts mud in some of it, and then he keeps the other clear, and he says, if you only ever taste the muddy water, that will be your definition of water. Our definition of underwear has been fucking sandpaper on your balls.
Well, there's good news, Dan, because MeUndies has created the world's most comfortable underwear with a blend of fabric that is 3 goddamn times softer than shit-ass cotton.
How do they do it? Do they have a special worm that with a cyborg ass? I don't know. I will testify to this fact. I'm wearing MeUndies right now. I will never go back. For the guys, they have like a little pouch. Like they're kind of like, they have a little area for your junk it kind of goes into, and I know that sounds luxuriant and dumb and Hollywood and stuff, but when you put them on, it's like a glove for your balls. Like it's something that makes sense and that you deserve, and you don't have to think of yourself as Peter North to think that you deserve that. Like, I am a very under-endowed human being. I'm very hyperverbal, very cerebral, because I have a very, very receding like third nipple for a dick. But it still it appreciates being given consideration.
See, now I have 2 underwear drawers in my bedroom. One is for like the regular work a day, just the straight up boring boxer brief cotton stuff that I've been just wearing forever. And then I have another drawer with the more exotic, a little fancier. Nice fabrics and nice kind of designs. I just got my first shipment of MeUndies. I think they're going to take over.
Jeff, you just got your first shipment of what you're going to call a drawer merger.
Okay.
You're not going to have to draw that line anymore. Your work-a-day undies just became the most luxuriant, soft undies in the world.
Why go slumming it? If I'm just going down to Trader Joe's to get some avocados, then why should I be wearing those bad hose when I could be wearing those MeUndies, bros?
It's where the nose goes. But also because the thing is, in addition to comfort, utilitarian value, also if you care about this kind of stuff, if you're talking about cosmetics, MeUndies has you covered. First of all, they're constantly coming out with new designs.
Yeah, I got like a Valentine's Day package, and they got little kissy lips all over them and little hearts and stuff like that. They're adorable. And they're soft as can be.
And now you're thinking, oh, I'm in a monogamous relationship. I passed that go. I collected that $200. I can wear sandpaper with pee stains in it. No, you're not getting the point. They have female MeUndies too. If you're look, listen to a podcast spokesman that has a hole where their dick belongs to talk about the benefits of female MeUndies.
I'm going to make a pledge. I'm going to get my girlfriend the women's MeUndies and let her try them on. And if she loves them, you'll be the first one to know, Dan.
And if she doesn't love the first pair, MeUndies will pay her back, and she can keep it for free, no questions asked.
And all orders in the U.S. and Canada ship for free.
It's like you're only paying for underwear.
What about Mexico? You can't ship to Mexico?
We're all paying for Mexico.
Oh, damn. For a limited time, MeUndies is offering you 20% off your first order. Go to MeUndies.com/Harmontown.
If you don't love your first pair, it's free, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Make sure you go to MeUndies.com/Harmontown to get 20% off your first order. Make sure you use that link so they know we sent you.
We did.
We should get MeUndies with like our picture, like our faces on
We
them.
should
like
get HarmonQuest MeUndies.
HarmonQuest MeUndies. MeUndies, get on that. Because then if we had like Harmontown or HarmonQuest MeUndies, people could wear those and they wouldn't just be enjoying the show. Their genitals would be in constant contact with us.
Hey, Jeff and Spencer from Harmontown, let me ask you something. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
Read what terrible things happened last night.
Exactly. You put on your underwear. And that is a choice that defines the rest of your day. It sets a theme. You pull a piece of fabric out of a drawer and you look at the stain in it or the holes in it, and you just put it on and you slide it on. And you're sending a message to your unconscious that's like about your relationship with the universe. What do you deserve? How should your nethers feel as they are shielded from the impersonal cosmos?
But fear not, Armenian citizens.
But here's the thing. Finally, for the first time in Western civilization's history, someone has bothered to rethink the concept of underwear and come up with a fabric that actually feels good to your nuts, balls, anus, or vag.
And when those bits feel good from the inside out, you feel good from the outside in.
Yeah, we have this huge misconception in our culture where we're like, oh, that's nobody's business. No one can see what underwear I'm using. The guy in the car next to me is never going to see me again, so I'm going to pick my nose in traffic. No, you're sending a message to yourself. Who are you? Are you an animal or are you half God, as the Old Testament implies?
Dress like a half god with MeUndies.
Be a seraphim.
How do they make this modal fabric, which is 3 times softer than cotton?
And when we find that out, we're going to need to stop using them. But please, just put that day off. These are definitely conflict underwear. I can feel it on my nuts.
It's blood underwear.
I love conflict underwear.
What's the deal with Jon Snow's thumb? You know, it looks like a weird fucking toe. Did no one else notice that? It was trying to be like sentimental and sexy, you know, but it's like he has a giant fucking toe on his hand.
I've never noticed that.
What about his hairline, his weird-ass hairline?
I don't know about that. I trust your judgment there, but I was looking
his
right at his
hairline looks
thumb.
like the Dow Jones...
I got a problem with that last episode. What they never showed the fact that the wall just goes into a lake and you could just sail around.
Yeah, why didn't they just walk around?
You could have just like just swung around on a rope.
Also, they could have just walked in knee deep water.
Well, they kept saying, but the dead don't swim.
They don't have to swim. They have to walk
now that we
underwater.
know that the wall goes just to the fucking water's edge, and you could just catch a ferry.
I mean, it's got to end somewhere, I guess. But I mean, did we think it went all the way around the world? The wall.
I just thought that they kind of.
I thought it was on the top of a high cliff or something when it met the ocean.
I mean, my one beef was if something collapses like that, there's not just going to be like this path. It's like they should have shown him like crawling over rubble, being like, God damn, this is like a quarter of a wall.
Yeah.
kind of what happens when you collapse a wall. Is you have like about a quarter of a wall.
Yeah, that was convenient. They like cut it off halfway, and then it went all the way down.
Also, that fucking ice dragon, that dead ice dragon, they got holes all up in those wings. How you gonna fly when you got holes in your wings? Where's the fucking aerodynamic integrity of the flight surface?
Well, it's flying with magic, isn't it? I mean,
is it magic?
Well, probably a dragon at least has some sort of magic flotation because they're a heavy thing. You know, you need a huge wing to.
Well,
I think it's a
aloft.
combination of magic and like zombieism because the White Walker people, they don't got no muscles. Like some of them got like a whole skeleton leg, and they're just
some are missing a butt. Like how are you gonna walk around with no butt?
But if you can make a holy winged dragon fly with your White Walker magic, then why don't you just make a skeleton fly? Just make him like give him some of that dragon power.
This is my favorite song from the movie Dumbo.
Yeah.
They got the holes in the wings. What was my other fucking beef with that shit? There was some other circle.
I just thought of that today.
The big ass dragon chains?
The giant cultures had the giant chains, and they zombified the giants.
Yeah, but that was a lot of chain, man.
Yeah, they were a whole society thriving north of the wall.
But they had them in a cart in the back of the goddamn fucking army.
Yeah, they're always ready. They brought all their stuff with them.
Okay. Also, how about this? Remember when they bring out the dead boogans and they're bringing them out to show Cersei and the whole gang that there's dead people, and they chop the guy and he's still crawling and kicking ass until they fucking dragon glass him. But then the rest of the time they fight him, they go chop and they just fucking go poof. Now they live a lot longer when it's a story beat.
My concern with the Cersei plan was that I thought she was going to look at the zombie and go like, yeah, I have one for a butler. Like I'm well aware you can make dead people hang out. Like I
didn't think about that.
Like my chauffeur is a fucking mountain of zombie flesh.
Chauffeur. Driving Miss Cersei. There's your spinoff, HBO.
We should do a show where I'm a zombie and you're Dan Harmon.
Well,
but there's also a Scottish zombie dog. What would a Scottish zombie dog sound like, Dad?
Scottish zombie dog?
Yeah. Were you not done yet?
No.
Okay. Zombies take their time.
Brains.
Wait. No. Bow wow wains.
When Scottish zombie dogs, let's not make it about Scottish.
Brain.
Would they want cat brains or other dog brains? Zombie dogs.
Cat brains. Cat brains.
Do we have Levy or is Levy still out of town?
He's
Still
gone.
out of town.
Did he just leave us?
Yeah. Get it?
Steve leave us?
Yeah.
Where is everything?
What are you? Well, we don't have a screen, so.
Yeah, where was the screen? I thought we could have.
Jesus Christ. I hope I do die. I don't care.
The screen is up there.
Dan, you have so much to be thankful for and happy about.
I know. I crashed from that. You should have seen me on Wednesday. It would have been a great podcast.
I've been grouchy all day because it's hot, and I had dinner with church, and I was being a pain in the butt, and I was just being a grouchy asshole all day long. I told you to stay in the van.
Remember when that awesome blind dude joined us for our show, and then the next week he was like, peace? Because he just secretly didn't even like us.
Wait, what? We found out he didn't like us?
Well, he didn't even come back.
Someone on Reddit saw that like he has a short film made about his life.
Well, ooh la la.
Yeah. You have a long film made about your life.
I had to make it myself. And I still look shitty in it.
Can we go out? We've talked kind of semi-seriously about going out and doing another Harmon tour, like
maybe like go to Europe or go somewhere fun, or maybe like not film it but just travel around a bunch, or maybe film it again? Are you still up for that?
I can't be nailed down.
I mean, it sounds like you were, when we did that last one, you were kind of going through a little bit of a crisis because you got fired off your show. You seem like you're pretty down right now. I think maybe it's time to go out there and hit the road.
I want to do a tour and be happy. I want to repeat the same process.
No, we go out and we find happiness like by exploring, by getting out of your comfort zone.
It didn't work that time.
Didn't it? It didn't work? I thought you were happy during that, or no?
I got faked a lot of that.
Yeah. For the movie, right?
Yeah. Because I knew that would sell 8 copies.
Yeah, were we happy? I can't tell. We were trapped. I avoided everybody. I just kept leaving and going, doing my little disappearing act, and I would go read a book and get away from everybody.
I brought work on the road with me. I would like to do a tour again, but I want to be free to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But we can't fly to Europe and then get a tour bus, right? You don't drive around Europe.
Yeah, bands never do that.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's what you do. You fly to,
There's a lot of van travel in Britain.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson doesn't drive around in a van. He's got a fucking sexy tour bus.
Okay.
I'm saying, here's a pitch. We go out with Marilyn Manson.
That's a good idea.
Church and I hung out with that guy. He's good fun. He's a big dork. We should get him on the show. He's good fun.
He's welcome whenever he wants to come by.
Are you going to be all pouty about it when he does?
I don't know, because I don't care. I know he'll come and then everybody will be like, "Oh, I love Marilyn Manson. I wish he would be on the show more often." And I'd be like, "I get it. You don't like me. It's like, stick it up your ass, you fucking herd of fucking." She turned me around. She got me. So
oh, we did it! Who was that? Yeah. Whose laugh was that?
That laughter was the unmistakable laughter of somebody who could not take my bad mood seriously. She was just laughing, really entertained. She felt a little sad for me, but she was glad she wasn't me.
You know a movie I watched yesterday and it does not hold up, and I was pretty bummed out?
Spaceballs.
The Spaceballs is not very good. It's got a couple of jokes. Either The Incredible or The Amazing Mr. Limpet with Don Knotts.
Oh, I saw that was on.
It's not that good, man. I really wanted to remember that I loved that movie.
I've never seen it.
They never explain why he goes, "Oh." He turns into a fish, but also he has a superpower that he makes the loudest noise in the world. Never explained.
He turns into a fish?
Here's how he turns into a fish, Spencer. Don Knotts loves fish, while his friend George Stickle is trying to clearly fuck his wife. And they all go out to Coney Island, and he loves fish so much, and he looks down at the fish, and he goes, "I wish I were a fish," and he falls into the water, and he turns into a fish. Cool. But he's also a fish that wears glasses, so we remember it's Don Knotts. And we can tell him apart from the no other animated fish, except for a weird ladyfish. He almost fucks a fish, in the fucking beginning of the second act. And that's not, he takes to that pretty quickly.
Then he makes perspective.
Then he makes a weird sound. Then he kills all the Nazis, and we win World War II.
Well, how could that possibly be bad?
My childhood, I thought it was awesome, but there's a lot of holes. There's a lot of holes in Mr. Limpet. Oh boy. But the admiral in that movie is the neighbor for Mr. Ed, so that made me happy. Mr. Ed's fucking great. All right, we're good to go, Spencer. Spencer, you've told us that you've leveled our characters up because we've achieved such greatness that we are now level 3 characters.
You've achieved such greatness, yeah. You're now level 3 characters.
Yeah. We fucking earned it by lighting doors on fire and running away from shit. We really.
It's as much for me as it is for you.
Meaning what exactly?
It's more fun.
Okay.
Does that mean that are my loadouts updated? Is that what you...
Oh, yeah. If they're the ones on the right, yeah. Then, yes.
All right.
but we're still on the same loadout that we were on the last time, as we haven't gone to sleep yet,
Because
right?
you haven't gone to sleep yet.
Okay, I need a real refresher on this D&D. You guys ready for some D&D right now?
No.
Are we going to do this without a diarrhea junior? Is this just...
I got it all figured out.
Okay.
Which is why I got John Carmen. It doesn't make any sense, but Steve will hate that.
Who's John
Thank you
Carmen?
for bearing with me. John Carmen is a Steve Levy-looking person that used to be Justin Rowland's assistant.
Is he here with us in person tonight?
No. It's not for anybody here. It's for Steve Levy. He's going to get a kick out of that, and I'll be satisfied.
Okay.
And we will have burned a minute or two.
What about our new intern, Sammy? Did you see her? She kind of had a Levy kind of vibe.
Oh, she's going to be running this place, too.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Was that Sammy that said that? Or?
No.
Oh, no. You can't do it.
All right.
All right. You want to give us a recap, Spencer?
Yeah.
Please, because we had Schraub and things went kind of weird, and I don't quite. All I remember is that trousers were pulled down at the very end, and that was our cliffhanger. So, Spencer, if you will, the recap of last week's.
It's like the
Harmontown.
one thing I don't remember. Last time on Harmontown, our heroes were, they had just defeated or gotten away from the evil cult right as it collapsed. Like the whole church collapsed. Oh boy. It was a disaster. The vampire escaped in the form of a mist, leaving our heroes high and dry in the priory, where they searched for survivors. There they became attacked by two little girls who knocked Diarrhea Jr. unconscious. Chad leapt into action, grabbing one of the girls, and Carlos leapt into action, smashing one of the little girls in the face. After some conversation, Patchins came back and he needed help. So he took you to the Fells house where the prior was burning down the house and trying to murder the family. But you stopped him. Now you're outside of the burning down house with the prior. He's tied up and you don't know what's going on. It's been a long night. The end.
All right.
Wait, did you say where? The most important part was the prior. I didn't. You said we're out, so we're still outside the Fells house with the prior. We're just right where we left off.
Yeah, he's unconscious. He's, I think, tied up.
Okay. Well, and how about the Fells? How are they holding up?
They're okay. Tom just had given you a bunch of church relics that he had stolen.
But they weren't of much value, right?
Well, you don't know that because you're not
Okay.
shop people.
Well, let's. I'll secure these relics. I'll take these. Are they enough to small enough to fit in my sack?
Yeah, they're small enough to fit in your sack.
I say to the Fells, Tom, Maggie,
Bonnie.
Little Fell, sorry about your home. Good luck. We may be back to help you out. But I think the best thing we can do for you is get our colleague away from your little boy while he's still unconscious because he's mixed up. He thinks your kid is possessed.
Well, we can handle him.
Well, don't handle him.
Well,
he's only mad because there's been so many shenanigans.
We just, attempted murder. House just got burned down.
But he was doing it because his church was under attack. Believe me, the people that are responsible for your woes, mostly, if they were here, they wouldn't be tied up and they wouldn't be having this conversation.
It was self-defense. He feared for his life.
Well, okay, touchy. I'm not saying he did a good thing, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve retribution. I'm just saying when he wakes up, I would like him to be at the church because I still want to talk to him about stuff, and I don't want him to kill your kid, and I don't want you to kill him before that.
Hey, Carlos, you think there's a chance that maybe he's pissed off because Tom just admitted that he stole all of these relics from the church? Maybe he's mad about what these relics mean to the church.
Yeah, why would I be mad about the fact someone is trying to murder my family and burn down my house? That doesn't make any sense.
Why did you steal these relics in the first place?
Because we're poor. I haven't been producing stuff with my farm. The church is supposed to help. They don't do shit.
Who are you going to be selling these relics to? Where's the market for church relics?
Well, there was a merchant who was coming by, but that plot thread didn't get explored.
Tom,
You should have been here weeks ago.
like I said at the top, Tom, we're gonna take the prior away, take him to the church, so when he wakes up, your kid can be safe, and we'll send whatever help we can.
And then he'll just go back to terrorizing the town and, being a dick.
No, he won't. He's going to be in big trouble. He lost his whole church. Believe me, he's going to be the Tom Fell of priors.
Great.
I examined the prior's body and clothes to see if he's holding anything that might be of value or interest or.
He has the holy symbol of the church, just like a lot of the clerics have. Right. He doesn't have any ID or any money on him. He's not really wearing very much clothes. He's kind of hastily dressed. It's not his formal attire in any sense. So it's kind of like he just came out at night with a sword.
You got a wheelbarrow or something, Tom?
Yeah, sure.
Let's put the prior in a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
And cart him back to the church.
Yeah. Take those relics. Take the prior back.
We'll do a debrief.
Yeah. I like that.
I guess we'll follow you.
The Fell family said that?
Yeah.
No, you guys got a house to reconstruct. Why would you want to follow us? The guy wants to kill your kid.
The church, it shelters people in need, theoretically.
Oh.
Yeah, let's all go along.
Okay. Well, okay. Makes sense. Fair enough, Tom.
All right.
I take some water out of my little water skin thing and I splash it on the prior's face and I wake him up. And we should talk to this guy, right? And see if he's cooled out a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, you wake him up. What? Hey, we got a job to do. There's evil afoot.
What's the job? What's your first item on your to-do list?
Kill the unclean.
Right, but the unclean they left.
No, they're right here among us.
The Fell family, they're just dirty, grubby people. They're not the real problem. Your church was infiltrated by horrible evil.
I don't know what you're talking about, and you're dumb.
Why do you think do you think the whole family is unclean or just...
Yeah, they're protecting a fucking demon child.
But we released that demon. The demon was expelled.
That sounds like lies that a demon might say.
So now the demon's in us?
I don't know.
This guy's just a fucking Looney Tunes.
I don't know what to believe. You're just saying that you got rid of a demon when I could see it clearly inside this child?
You can see it.
Yeah, he's evil. Look at him. He's a piece of shit.
Well, if you're such a hotshot cleric, are you a cleric?
No, not by trade.
You're a holy man.
Yes.
So then why don't you show us something? What would you suggest doing to get this demon out of this child?
I think the sword's in the house.
You want to kill the child?
Yeah. That's what the Church of the Silver Flame does. We purge evil.
By killing children?
You don't, bathe it into cleanliness, into goodness. You kill it. You burn it.
You're just choosing to not believe us when we tell you that we've already dealt with this situation when you weren't here. You're saying that you're confused, but at the same time, you're saying that you know exactly what's going on.
Right. You're outsiders who came snooping into our business. You don't know our ways or what's going on. You don't know the score. I'm saying that there's evil afoot. I see it.
I guarantee you one thing, we didn't cause your problems here in this town. You were on a track to destruction. You had vampires in your basement. The Fells had a demon that we released. You are late to the ball game and you're hogging all the hot dogs.
I high-five Carlos for that.
By the church bylaws, I am invoking emergency mutiny. Rule number 3, subsection 7. If the prior of a church is demonstrating an inability to serve his office, he will be bound and put in a wheelbarrow, and the next highest ranking church official in the vicinity will take over his duties until further notice.
It's called the 25th Amendment.
Oh. Well, who's the next ranking church official?
That would be me.
Oh. Well, show me how do we know that's true?
Well, I mean, all
that bylaw sounded improvised.
Yeah.
Hey, Prior, do you know a church member of your congregation named Arden?
Yeah.
Do you know that she's a vampire mist right now?
What?
Yeah, she's a vampire that was doing crazy blood magic down in your basement in the sanctuary, and we went down there and kicked a bunch of ass. But she, weenied out by turning into a mist like a piece of vampire shit, and she boned out. And now we're looking for her. So you've been harboring vampire mist ladies the whole time, and like what's her deal?
That's some fucking conspiracy bullshit. Vampires and demons have nothing to do with each other. Why would there be a demon-possessed child if there was vampires in the church?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Oh, okay.
All we know is you run a bad church, brother. Like you ain't on your shit. You called me dumb. You're dumb.
You guys are peeing in barrels and keeping it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found your pee barrels, man.
We found your pee barrels. Guess what? Vampires are throwing them at people like our friend Diarrhea got covered in pee.
That stuff's important.
Why do you keep the pee?
It's for laundry.
You wash your clothes in pee?
Well, kinda, yeah.
So then how do you know when you pee your pants? What happens when you pee your pants? You go, great, now I don't have to do laundry?
It's not that simple. It's a process. It's a multi-step process. Okay. I'll show you how to do it.
You can accept that much nuance in piss clothes, but you can't accept that maybe we know what we're talking about a little bit with the demon child.
I'm starting to accept that may be the case, but I'm still confused about this whole vampire.
Do you know that the
thing.
sanctuary was exploded by a giant explosion and the whole thing is rubble now?
What?
I'm wheeling you back to your church.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Come on, Phil family. We all go back to the church.
All right. Yeah, no, you had been.
Yeah.
You're there at the church. What do you do? Patchins is there. Also, he was with you the whole time.
I'm gonna keep wheeling the prior to the hatch where the site of egress from the room.
Okay. You can't get there with the wheelbarrow because it's like a ruined wreck, like it's
Right.
a pile of blocks.
It
and
became
stuff.
a quarter of a wall.
You can get to that area, but not like you have to climb. And
I'm gonna
clamber.
stand the prior up. Let's undo his feet, but not his hands, and walk him over the rubble to
All
the
right.
site.
You do that.
You understand why I have your hands bound still, sir?
Yeah.
You do?
No.
You're threatening the life of an innocent child.
Right.
I'm not doing it because I think that you're a bad person. I'm trying to protect the innocent.
Well, keep an eye on that kid.
Everyone keeps an eye on kids. By default, they're adorable.
Okay.
Here we go again. Fucking all going to jail.
I don't know how I got this reputation.
You keep talking about beautiful, sexy children.
And wanting to smash them. All right. So where are you headed? To the hatch?
Yeah.
All right, you do that. You open the secret door, and he's like, "Yeah, this is the piss basement. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
well,
about this
go
place."
down there.
Okay, my hands are tied.
Well, I'll drop you down.
That sounds painful.
How high?
You go down first. I'll kind of hand him down to you down the ladder.
All right, if we undo your hands, are you going to be a bad person?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
I'm telling you.
I sense bad question.
Sir,
It's a bad question, yeah.
if I untie your hands and you try to harm any of the Fell family, I'm telling you right now, I have no choice but to intercede with extreme prejudice.
Okay.
Okay?
How extreme?
I undo his hands.
He if he feels his wrists and then he slaps you.
Slaps me?
Yeah.
I take it.
Yeah. That's what he didn't want to happen. Like he was trying to bait you.
Right.
Yeah.
I say, see?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can take a slap, can't I?
I go up and I slap Carlos just to prove that point.
He's really confused. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I like getting slapped. Brings me closer to the silver flame.
I give him like a Steve McQueen, like Ali McGraw slap in the getaway, like the forehand, forehand one.
Who do you hit?
Carlos.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just showing how much he likes to get slapped. I'm showing this guy's. He's like the Hulk. Like the more you slap him, the more he focuses his rage.
All right, he's growing unnerved.
All right. Now climb down that ladder and check out your piss basement.
All right. He climbs down there. It's all just collapse. There's like, you know.
Yeah, well, it's not like a fucking God eraser. So some shit collapsed. There's still evidence of horrific demonic bullshit.
Can we still see the blood all over the table and the altar kind of thing?
Yeah, well, not so much. All that stuff has collapsed.
Are
the
there
sanctuary has fallen on.
Are there the corpses of those blood boogans?
You can see bits of corpses, like a couple limbs, like coming out of the wreckage and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I walk over and I take one of the like body parts of a clearly mutated thing and show this to the prior.
all right, it just sloughs off of the body, like it's not really heavily attached.
And I go, look at this. Does this look normal to you? Is this regular church basement, pee basement kind of activities?
No.
You probably feel pretty stupid now telling us that we don't know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I take that book that says what to do when your church is under attack.
All right.
I said, did you even read this?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit! I don't think you did though, but you could lie. That's fine. That's me, the GM, saying.
When I opened it, the binding cracked like fucking thunder.
That's a fucking lie.
Okay, you're right. It is.
Okay. Why would you do that?
Why would I lie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's fucked up that you read this book and then let your church be under attack.
I was trying to help. Yeah.
That's fine, and failure's fine too. But then when you find out you failed, you don't take it out on neighbor kids.
That's probably true.
Prior, do you know? Oh, by the way, where did we leave Stiff and Wang, the little girls? Are they still with us?
Yeah, they were with you too, so they're here too.
Okay. Prior, do you know these little children?
Yeah.
Do you know where they came from? Because they don't seem to have any memory of their families or their whereabouts.
No, they were found on the church doorstep.
And do you know Arden?
Yeah.
Do you know where we could find? Like, where does she live? Where is she from?
Well, she stayed at the church. We don't know where she's from.
It's convenient.
She was from the church, like you guys.
Where do you think all your church people are?
Dead?
What do you think? They're under rubble?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of talking in circles here. All right. So we've reached a point of agreement here. You agree that your church got infiltrated by boogans.
Yeah. It's confusing.
We need to find Arden.
Shit. Well, what should I do?
Tell us about her?
She liked the church, and she liked talking to people, and she liked prayer. She liked fire.
Ooh.
That's normal for the church.
Right.
She never said where she was from?
No. We never really asked. We're not very social.
Why are people in your church turning into vampires and doing cow blood magic in a pee room?
I don't know. It's possible, I suppose, that she was a vampire before she came to our church.
I think we need to notify the higher-ups.
Yeah, no. I mean, what? Didn't you get sent here on some sort of mission that would then involve you, like, reporting back to the people that sent you on a mission?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of putting it off, but I think we need to fill them in.
Yeah.
How do we, table talk, how do we go about reconnecting with our higher-ups?
Well, you could, like, send them a letter, or you could, like, go in person.
I say we take the prior and Patchins and go back with these relics and some evidence of what we've done and touch base back home.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. We still got our wagon with those horses. How has this been like a day, 2 days? How long have you been here in this town?
I think 2 days.
Okay, I hope our horses aren't dead. Because we just kind of left them behind that barn.
Right. The barn. Yeah. The barn wasn't attached to the Phil house. It was just nearby.
Okay.
So it's probably not.
All right. We take the prior, we take Patchins, and we head back to the church to touch base.
Should we take Stiff and Wang?
I mean, I know what your answer is going to be.
They're orphans.
Okay, we take the children too.
We should. I mean, they're church orphans, right?
Yeah.
Friar's got a lot of cleaning up to do. When he gets,
well, you're going to take.
We're
him.
taking him.
Yeah.
The Fells have a lot of cleaning up to do. We'll leave them be. They'll be safe now that
Should
the
we take
Prior's
Patchins,
gone.
or should we leave Patchins to clean up, or should we take Patchins with us?
We should take Patchins.
Okay, Patchins
And the Prior.
Stiff, Wang. Let's everybody get into
No Fells.
No Fells.
Fells.
All right.
Take any material you need from the church in the reparation of your home.
We think we're going to make it into a community center. Not a reference, just like, the building.
That's interesting. A secular kind of approach. Obviously, religion has failed this community.
Right.
Perhaps civic-mindedness can take its place.
Perhaps.
I like your style,
Perhaps.
Tom Fell.
Yeah, man.
I think the next time I see you, you're going to be called Tom Rose. Not because you're Jewish, but the like Rose, like you rose up.
Right.
Like,
All right, away back to the to our church elders.
All right.
We're so bad at this.
So you're
I
standing.
can't believe we leveled up in that last one. All we did was yell a lot and then pull a guy's pants down.
I think if you're level 1 and you hit a little girl in the face, you just jump to level 2. I think that's
we started at level 2. He gave us level 2, so now we're level 3.
All right.
Well, I hit her pretty hard.
So you're still in the church. You're still in the church, and what do you call it? Diarrhea Junior. He looks bad. He looks not good. He's like sweaty. Oh, boy, he looks really sick.
Uh-oh.
He falls down.
All right. Shit. Okay. Shit. Well, I still have the same old spells. I can't detect.
Right, yeah.
Do you want to... Hey, Prior, you said you had eyes that can see this shit. Is he succumbing to pneumonia, or did Arden the Mist Vampire go into him?
I think that and other things. I think he might have a demon in him. He also looks like he has mummy rot.
DJ's got mummy rot?
And a demon and vampire mist.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
That's my prognosis.
Do you have any spells, Carlos, to help us out or to check him out?
No, I mean, I would be using the offensive loadout from when I was level 2, and all I have left is.
I use like perception on him to see like what's going on with him. 11.
Oh man, you can see that like his skin is pale in a trackable pattern, and it seems to like go underneath his clothes.
Fuck.
Like it's like a gradient, like he's getting progressively more pale underneath his clothes.
All right, let's get his clothes off. We gotta tend to this. This is an emergency. We can't.
All right. You rip off his shirt and you see on his chest there's like a keyhole, and it's like the source of all this paleness. It's like
the hole above his heart.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember something about this.
It happened
from our backstory.
Is one of those relics I took a key?
No.
Shit. So he's slowly dying or slowly being taken over by something.
Yeah.
Right? And
who are you asking?
You, Spencer.
No, I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, I'm using my perception and watching what's happening here.
Is my knowledge of
he just seems sick.
I have the knowledge, arcana. I got it.
He seems like he has got some sort of crazy magical, like some sort of curse related magic, like bad juju magic.
We got to get him back to the church then, probably. This is like, right?
Right. This isn't like something that happened to him. This is something that's part of his. I remember. I have a past with him. I remember something about this keyhole in his chest.
You don't remember very much about it, but yes.
But the reason why he's unconscious, he got knocked out by one of the girls, right?
Well, he came back. He got reconscious after.
Oh, so he's been conscious now. He's just starting to look sick.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the wagon and just get him back.
Let's get him home.
We can't do anything for him.
Absolutely.
All right, and we're all coming, right? We should maybe get a bigger wagon.
Yeah. Just, do you have another wagon here, Prior?
I'll find one.
Okay, great.
Or Stiff and Wang, it could be adopted by the Fells, and then we don't need a bigger wagon.
I mean, that's going to be a lot of paperwork. Okay, we take the wagon by the Fells' house and say, hey, do you guys want to take care of these little girls?
The Fells aren't there.
Wait, where are they?
At the church.
They're with us.
Yep.
We asked them right now.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to take care of these little girls? We don't have room in the wagon.
Sure, why not? Let's just live at the church that we're calling the community center now.
Fantastic.
All right, we got church business. Stiff, Wang, Tom, Bonnie, Gary, Cliff. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. And we pop in our wagon with Patchins and the Prior, and
I take one of those. I take that one like the mutant Boogan arm that I took off. I keep that as evidence to show the people back home what's going on.
All right. That's a good call. Yeah, indeed. You're traveling back to the home office. Oh man, it's mostly uneventful until nightfall. It's been let's say it's been a day of travel, so you can reset your spells if you want.
We sleep and reset our spells.
All right.
I'm gonna pick a load out. Pick a load out, baby.
Pick a load out.
Pick a load for me.
Pick a load for free.
Pick a load out, Carlos, and put your spell right on. You put the spell right on me.
But at night, while you're making camp and sleeping and being like blissfully unaware and stuff, attacks happen. You get
shit.
attacked.
What?
Oh boy, it's bad news. You're awoken by the sounds of screaming. It's the Prior. He's screaming. They look like banditos. They're surrounding your encampment.
I have picked the offensive loadout, just so you know.
Yeah. Banditos.
All right. Wow. There's banditos and me with my offensive loadout. Gentlemen, you look like people who have lost your way spiritually.
Sure, yeah.
That can be dangerous.
Yeah, for everybody involved.
We have nothing to offer you. Why don't you just go on your way? We are but simple men of the cloth of the Church of the Silver Flame.
Oh, you got something all right.
Yeah?
They look at you with like a knowing look.
I give him a knowing look back. I say, yeah, we do got something. We got a fucking fist to put up your butt.
All right. Well, they got weapons, and you guys don't have weapons right now because, like, you're asleep. So, do you want to, like, grab your weapons? Or what do you want to have?
I always sleep near my shillelagh, so
you are near your weapons, but
Oh.
it's like, now we're in, like, combat time, kind of, so.
I run to my weapons.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Who wouldn't? All right, well, they attack you guys then.
All right. Well, I think they're going to regret this.
All right, well, they might. So, the ones in back, you see about 6 of them. That's all you can see, but you're just waking up and it's hard to say. They shoot arrows, but most of the arrows miss. Only one hits Chad for 6 damage.
God damn it.
You take an arrow in the shoulder.
All right. I'm using my... Well, let's see. I'm going to use my defensive loadout on this one, and I cure my light wounds.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. You cure 5 wounds. How much
All right.
damage you take?
6.
6? Oh, boy. You're almost back to full health.
Yeah. And I take the arrow out, and I put it between my fingers and make it like a middle finger and hold it up like that.
You do that.
And I just fucking hold that like that was enough for now. Is it my turn?
No, it's Dan. I know your name.
Can I ask you a quick question about my ability to convert any spell of a certain level to a healing spell? Mm-hmm. Does that also count for level 2 spells?
Yeah.
Okay, so it keeps going beyond that too.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have heal spells.
Right.
because-
I don't put them in any of the loadouts for that reason.
And so it's level 1 and level 2 spells that can be turned into that. Okay,
Correct.
well, gentlemen, I gotta tell you, salvation takes many forms, and it's about to take the form of a giant ant. Summon giant ant.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that a level 1 or a level 2 giant?
Level 2.
Okay.
How many level 1s and 2s do we get?
3.
3 apiece?
That's not a full question.
How many level 1s do I get a day?
3.
Okay, great. And level 2s?
2.
Okay.
All right. You summon a giant ant. It looks really frenzied and angry. Its antennae are waving. Oh boy. What do you want it to do?
Attack the banditos.
That makes sense. All right. It misses. It lunges at the bandito, but he rolls out of the way. The banditos, they continue their onslaught. They close in, and they seem to be closing in, surrounding Patchins and Diarrhea, who are sleeping nearby each other and both seemingly unconscious even during the melee.
Hey, leave him alone.
They don't.
You guys don't have some kind of bandito code?
What?
You don't have a bandito code?
I don't know what you're talking about. Stab. All right.
You're talking to banditos with stabbing weapons.
Yeah. Diarrhea and Patchins get stabbed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Diarrhea takes much worse of a stabbing, and Patchins screams and bolts upright awake.
This is awful.
Oh, yeah.
When's it my turn?
Now it's the prior's turn. Is he tied up?
No.
No, of course not.
He's part of the gang now.
He runs away.
What fucking... We don't need that guy. The ship sails faster without the anchor, Carlos.
All right. It's Jeff's turn now.
Is there vegetation where we are right now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then, guess what, everybody? Entangle!
Oh, man. It's great. All the plants nearby, they start coming alive, wriggling and waving and entangling. They're grabbing the banditos. Oh, man. How many do they grab? 1, 2, 3. All right. They get 3 of the banditos. They're caught fast. The rest of them are like just hacking at the bushes and trying to stay from being entangled. They're kind of like being what do you call it? Occupied by the vines and stuff. It's taking their attentions away.
All right, Carlos, I got him distracted by plant life.
Sounds like a good time to inflict light wounds on one of them.
Can I make a pitch? Inflict heavy wounds.
Well, I don't know how to do that yet.
I mean, you have a weapon.
I'm still working my way up the bridge.
Okay. All right. Starting light.
All right, you grab one of the guy's arms, his sword-wielding arm, and it shrivels and skinnifies like it's withering before your very eyes. Like a big part of his body just kind of shrivels up like a husk.
Nice.
And that was a light wound.
All right. The banditos do stuff.
What about my aunt, though? Not to be too much of a
No,
jerk.
that's a good call. I forgot. He misses again. Sorry. I'm going to switch dice, how about?
I feel like I accidentally summoned like a regular aunt, like a woman that married my uncle. This is swinging a rolling pin.
All right, the withered guy. He starts making an exit. He's like trying to escape. The other two, they kind of, or not the other two. The other banditos, they kind of split their forces. One of them continues, or half of them like continued. They're like grabbing Patchins and stabbing him and like dragging him away. And the other ones are turning to fight you guys.
These guys are such bad people.
So they don't actually hurt Patchins, as far as you can tell.
But they're trying to drag him off.
Yeah, they are. But they are stabbing at you guys. Oh, fucking A. They only hit you. They hit you each for 2 damage.
Okay.
So that's their turns. The prior is still gone.
A quick question, because this is a new spell for me. If I want to cast bark skin and harden my skin, is that something I do prior to an attack or during an attack?
Well, it's a standard action, so you cast it whenever, but it lasts for like a minute, so probably do it before.
Okay,
attacks.
I don't do it. I've never seen that before. All right. Wait, I got tree shape. I turn into a tree?
Yeah. That'll be helpful.
I'm not doing that. That's just good to have in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just attacking nearest bandito with Morningstar.
I think it's Jeff's turn.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, hey,
do that.
Carlos, start hitting people like they're little girls. Remember that time you smashed that little girl in the face?
We need to be on the same side. This couldn't be more metaphorical. Who cares who voted for Bernie and who voted for Hillary? Let's just beat the banditos.
Wow. Bad hombres. Jeff, what are you doing?
I vote for Bernie. Firebolt!
Firebolt would have won.
Feel the burn!
All right. You catch one of them on fire. He's got his fire. He's on fire. He's running around on fire.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We should have just ended on that laugh.
No, we gotta beat these banditos.
Yeah, we got 1 more minute or two. So, Carlos, lay it down.
Morningstar. On the guy who stabbed Patchins.
All right, you miss.
But that makes it my aunt's turn, and his victories will be mine.
What is he gonna do?
The ant?
Yeah.
He's just attacking banditos. I mean, he's an ant.
All right.
How big is this ant, by the way? What are we talking?
It's a giant ant.
yeah.
Which could be
Like big as a
could be like the size of a bumblebee.
as big as a shoe?
Doesn't take much for an ant to be giant, does it?
How big an ant are we looking at right now?
I don't know. Let's say like the size of a
Doberman.
a mule.
Whoa, shit! That's a big ant. That's a big ant.
It's thrashing around.
All right.
Get him, Muley.
It misses again.
He misses again.
He misses again.
Every time, like, what are the odds of rolling the same number on a dice 3 times? Well, it's 80,000. Who cares? All right. Well, now it's my turn. All right. The banditos, they stab Patchins a couple more times.
These guys, they're just so cowardly.
She just.
You see the ones that don't stab him. They take everything. They take his clothes off. They like strip his clothes off, and then they like strip him down naked.
Poor Patchins. All he did was back us up, you know? Like, I just feel awful for him.
All right, those guys, their task completed. They bone out.
Wait,
They just stole Patchins and left?
Well, no, they leave him bleeding on the floor.
they took his clothes?
Yeah.
So these are just really just banditos who needed clothes.
Did they get the relics?
No, not
They just
yet.
wanted clothes?
Yeah. There's still a couple that are fighting you, but those ones that were going after Patchins are kind of boning out.
We could have had some kind of drive for you guys. We're a church, and you're stealing clothes from us. It's like robbing the Toys for Tots barrel. It's 4 tots already. All right, I attack with my Morningstar.
All right.
Someone.
Oh man. You blast him in the head and he goes down. You see his helmet is bent. He's wearing a helmet, this guy. He's the only one.
I walk over and I take his clothes off and I put them on Patchins.
Okay.
Cliffhanger! Oh, yeah. Let's hear it for Spencer Critton and everybody. Let's hear it for Kevin Day, Sarah Hill, Harry Foster on sound tonight, Church. Who else we got? Chris Borough. Did I already say Kevin Day? I'm Jeff Davis, your comptroller. Thank everybody here at Harmontown. Thank you so much for coming. Your mayor, Mr. Dan Harmon. Megan Bandito. Carrie, you got jams to play as I walk away?
All right. Thank y'all.
Feral Audio.
Have you ever tried watching Netflix or Hulu only to find out the show you wanted to watch isn't available in your country? If you live outside of the U.S., chances are you've had trouble accessing your favorite shows, but a VPN can help. Check out VPNmentor.com for the best deals and prices on VPNs. Read honest reviews on more than 200 VPNs and compare them with our comparison tool. There's no reason you shouldn't watch your favorite shows just because you live in a different country. Go to VPNmentor.com to get started with the VPN today.